Each and every year, the Bush Summit comes around and Sky News is front and centre, being able to help host, along with the News Corp publications around the country, real conversations with real important decision makers from government to private industry, most importantly locals, about regional Australia and its future. Well, coming up very soon is yet another round of the Bush Summit. I'm looking forward to being part of one in Western Australia. The great Warren Brown will be part of, well, the entire nation, and I'll explain why next.
The Bush Summit is back and once again is going national, ready to deliver outcomes for communities in regional and remote Australia. So join me, Warren Brown, as I drive this incredible Ram Bighorn all the way across this vast and spectacular country. So, the keys, like this magnificent vista. Brittle, gold near gold. They're bony with 8 legs and they have giant pincers.
I'd my first be here, Warren, and hopefully maybe I'll have my last here too. You never know.
Could be my last too.
Oh, don't say that, mate.
You're a star. You're an absolute star. This is fantastic.
But I'm a good lifeguard. Haven't lost a kid yet.
I've got my Rossi boots on and my dryers are bone, so at least I look like a farmer. What did I say?
Brittle.
Oh, brittle.
The Bush Summit is coming up. Warren Brown joins us on the telly now. You see his cartoons in the paper each and every day. Great man, so good to see you. So hang on, you got paid to get around in that beautiful car. I'll have one in black, thanks. Beautiful big car, big loud petrol car, kicking around in the dirt and hanging out with normal people. I'm always jealous of you, but I'm even more right now.
Paul, it was a dream. The Ram 1500 Bighorn, what a great name. What an amazing machine it is. About a 5.7 litre V8.
Oh.
But it's a hybrid as well, strangely. And it was the most glorious car to explore Australia with. If I had the time and I had the money, I would buy one of those, in a heartbeat to go and drive around Australia. Tremendous stuff and wonderful for the Bush Summit.
But also, you've literally had the experience of driving, here to London and around the country many times. But
yeah,
to have the focus in on what people want out of regional Australia, what they demand out of government, what they need out of companies, what sorts of themes came to you about just the relentless things that matter from Queensland to WA?
Well, Paul, as you know, people in rural Australia, they're doing it tough. They really are doing it tough. And as we know, on the eastern seaboard, the Great Dividing Range is sometimes referred to as the Iron Curtain. So, if you're on the western side of the Great Dividing Range, people feel like they've been forgotten. And one of the great things about the Bush Summit is that we go out there. We don't muck around in sort of tourist spots. We were going out to Hebel and Broken Hill and all sorts of Emerald and all sorts of places in South Australia, in Victoria, in New South Wales and in Queensland to go and talk to real people and to find out what matters to them. And certainly, without doubt, things are biting hard. As we know, cost of living, so many other things, but it's great. And I think so many people in rural Australia and country Australia are so receptive for someone coming to talk to them about real matters. We're not just some sort of travel show. We're about real things. And that's why the Bush Summit has gone from something that kicked off in New South Wales to a national program that is now attracting so many corporate sponsors because they want to get involved in helping Australia.
Yeah, absolutely. Chief amongst them being Hancock Prospecting. You can see that there. And I'm looking forward to, frankly, the honour of being able to introduce Mrs. Reinhardt at an event in Western Australia. But also, again, and I've got just a minute here, right? But I was trying to sort of pick the different locations. I'm pretty sure that you went to Charters Towers or very close to it.
Yeah.
Which I love. An hour in from Townsville. It's magnificent.
Oh, yeah.
The bloke who runs the drive-in watches us each and every night, so shout out to him and everyone else. But it's those places that, as you say, that aren't the obvious postcard or tourist places that give you the real temperature, don't they?
Yeah, well, and you're quite right. A shout out to Charters Towers. I mean, we met some great people who run, Texas Longhorn, cattle. I've never seen them before. They're the most amazing things. They're like, the horns are the sort of thing you'd see on a sort of JR Cadillac. They are the most amazing creatures. And of course, we met some other people, wonderful people who have built a resort out of an old psychiatric hospital, which sounds weird in Charters Towers. And you find people who've got the sort of the drive and the determination to go, you know what, I'm going to give this a go. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But they make it succeed. And that's the great thing about Aussies in the bush, I reckon.
Bloody oath. I look forward to joining you on this journey via the videos and then in person as soon as we can, mate. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much,
Shout out,
Paul.
by the way, to Steve specifically, who runs the drive-in at Charters Towers. Love you, brother.